Healthcare has changed a lot in recent years, thanks in part to things like computer technology and gaining greater insights into our genetic code. And that leads us to tonight's tough question. What's the biggest change happening in healthcare?
That's where medicine is going, where we can personalize the treatment for patient X based on their metabolic factors and maybe their genes. So I know what medications and exactly, what combination of meds will work specifically for you versus another patient.
I recently talked with University Medical Center physician Dr. Ismael about the big changes happening in American healthcare. He says as healthcare professionals are becoming more highly specialized, they're also creating what he calls hyper-personalized treatment options. For example, there are now more targeted treatments for certain kinds of cancer, and they're saving more lives.
Only a few years ago, we made that transition in medicine where every patient, when a patient was diagnosed with cancer, the chances of survival was more than the chances of death. And that's very important, right? Because in the past, getting a diagnosis of cancer was ultimately fatal, right? So we have more people now surviving cancer than dying from it, and that's fantastic, right?
Dr. Rodriguez says they're also now able to detect diseases like cancer sooner, and that means treatment can be a lot more effective. In addition, technology can now keep us constantly updated about a variety of health issues.
But on that end, we're getting way better at doing and using technology and maybe monitoring that patient, not necessarily in a clinic setting. We can now monitor a patient's diabetes, right, from home. They can use a continuous glucose monitor. So we can track their diabetes progress from our computers.
I've been using a continuous glucose monitor myself since I was diagnosed with diabetes earlier this year. It allows me to see when and how my blood sugar levels are improving and what can cause blood sugar spikes. And all that information helps me to better regulate my blood sugar levels at home.